gives me a great honor to introduce a woman who has dedicated her career to passionately ensuring that families have the tools they need to be successful. Loretta Rush took the oath of office as Indiana's 108th Supreme Court Justice in November of 2012, her undergraduate degree from a place called Purdue University, and her law degree from Indiana University, both with honors, and is married with 4 children, 2 grandchildren, enjoys cooking, biking, reading, and volunteering, and we are so thrilled to have her here today. Please help me welcome Chief Justice Rush.
Combination. I remember when I was a juvenile judge, I would ask, I think Tracy Brown was the sheriff at the time, give me the age, the average age of the person taking county jail when I checked was 24. So now in Indiana, we're #1 in the country for kids in care. Tippecanoe County's abuse and neglect numbers from kids count. There's a lot of good data we have now that we didn't have. We are higher than the national average for child abuse and neglect. Reading readiness is a big issue. In Indiana, we have about 507,000 kids that are under the age of 5 and under. Almost 5% of all of our kids have to be retained in kindergarten. That's why I love reading readiness. The idea of getting kids into kindergarten and making it through kindergarten and being able to read by the time they're in 3rd grade, I can't think of one tool you can give a child that's more important than that, not one. People would ask me, because I had worked with abused and neglected at-risk kids, and there were a lot of great kids that I got to work with over the years. If I had one thing, it would be graduate from high school. The trajectory of your life can change if you graduate from high school. The reasons, I was completely happy being a juvenile judge, but Indiana was one of 2 states in the country that didn't have a woman on the Supreme Court. So a bunch of us all applied, and my mom was living with me at the time. She was, what are you doing? I said, Mom, if I can help some other woman get in, that would be great.
We're doing something about it. And I want to thank her for the example that she set to us as women and leaders. You know, it takes some courage to step up and lead. When you look around as women, I think you don't see as many women in leadership roles, and so what we see as examples are these traits and qualities that we don't identify with exactly in a lot of ways. There are so many great ways that women lead and values that we bring to the table. Thank goodness that we're not all men, right?
So there's a lot to do, but sometimes you get overwhelmed in thinking it's somebody else's problem. But just take a piece of it and say, you know, we really want to have every child in Tippecanoe County read by 3rd grade. Oh my God, the difference in those lives, just that piece. And there might be just a little piece you can do, because you've got a lot of other things, or there might be a larger piece, but I tell you, just getting on this idea and working with United Way, and I've got to thank the United Way. I've always been a huge fan of the United Way. I always found them quickly. They always help support a lot of the initiatives and projects that we looked and had going. If you're ever in the State House, I'm there. I'm on the 2nd floor, right next. I used to be right next to the women's room, and now I'm across the hallway. I'm right next to the Senate. I'd love to see you. Thank you.